so try it again. Starting me over right where it began.
It's pretty boring, isn't it? This existence. Might as well not take fear off the table.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats. Head held high, I haunt these streets. Lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. Knock me down 6 feet deep. One more round, no reprieve. Lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die.
I think everyone's a little scared of what's next. Live or die. Live or die.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats. Head held high, I haunt these streets. Lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. Knock me down 6 feet deep. One more round, no reprieve. Lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. Lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. I had a dream, I had a vision. I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your burned bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth. Nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. I had a dream, and now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking in whispers. Say that with your chest. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Whoa, you won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt this life ain't got no ceiling like. You won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt this life ain't got no ceiling like. Hey, 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 you can't stop this.
Seven oh, 70 Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She like dollar pull up, bitch, we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m., we ended up at Live. 3 a.m. we like, oh, and 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home. Ooh, yeah. It's 2 a.m. This got me loose. From what you said, I'm you. Then won't get me through. I got faith, but I want you. Send me your location. Send me your location. I need to know your location. Where you been? Taking pictures on a trip with your friends. Bad dog, we don't count it, just spin. Make her own.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. They'll start on the ground with Benson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Romero. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give left side for Benson. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. This defense for the Colts, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Pass taken in by his big tight end. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Second and 10. Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Benson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
To the air yet again. Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive. Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
This now a 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Watson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one, and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Look at this Arizona defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, go!
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, start!
They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
At the 1-yard line.
Alert! Alert! Go! Check up!
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Okay, break!
2nd and goal from the 1.
Check smash! Check smash! Ready! 60 bucks! Ready, right?
Now they show jet sweep it instead, a run up the middle here. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here's Watson. Open man here is Benson. They juked him. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On the give, this is their fullback. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. A give up the middle with Benson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, right back to Benson. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Another run here with Benson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On first down, it's Benson. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6. Watson now to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Running out. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into it a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's brought down. 16 more on that one and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Viking 18. Cowboy 80.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
19, Charger, 9, Cowboy 80. Ready?
Back to throw again. Touchdown, Colts. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they can't bring him down. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. To throw is Watson. He's got this downfield to McBride. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Watson looks to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout. Their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. The second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going.
A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Out of the gun, Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Romero. Still going. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. 65 yards. And the Cardinals have got it back to within a score. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end.
And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, 71 yards.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A shotgun snap for Watson.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
They'll try to run for it with Benson.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Davis now to return it.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 2 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes, it's not about what's called from the sideline, it's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
First target, first catch, and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
On the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on third down.
That is caught.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Christian Watson.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic,
But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
From the gun on third down, Watson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for the Cardinals. First down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw right side, pulled in by Owens. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw again. But he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Again, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And the Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Watson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Colts will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
It's now third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
18 Cardinals.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. The Colts send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Lance looking to throw it. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. Open man down the field. This is Mitchell. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And Lance now to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on third down.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. The Lance going to throw. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. That's caught. Emeka Buka. Now inside the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Emeka Buka, 70 yards. And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Bass now to send it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Desperation time here. Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. 4th down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
In motion, the tight end. To throw, it's Lance. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. From the 20, here's 2nd down and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Colts.
They run over center with Benson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And the Cardinals, 1st down.
Here's Lance to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Cardinals, 1st down. 1st and goal, Arizona.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Now Lance. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's 4th down.
Back to 60, back to 60.
He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And he takes a shot on the release, says this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Lance.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal calls will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lance.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Again, it's Lance. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Adonai Mitchell.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cards have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. His way through contact.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Big Lion.
They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go. Like it.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Open man is Ibuka.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Ibuka. with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Lance looking to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Loose inside the 30, inside the 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So a fourth quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Cardinals take over first and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
And the Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll go again with Benson. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Colts, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.